Hey, it's Meat Sandwich from the Boris and Robin Show. I'm here with Bill, aka Dr. Bill, aka Wizard, and you're here to talk about some of your experiences with UFOs, right, Bill?
Right. Whatever question you have, we can try and answer. Right now, I live in just outside of Pine Bush, actually, in the hamlet of Walkill, which is then Walker Valley.
Right.
But Pine Bush is the UFO capital of the world. That's what the topic is, and of course. This weekend we have the UFO Festival, which is a fun thing, but it's also a lot of serious stuff. There's some speakers that are going to talk about what the research has been done. So if you're interested in having fun or interested in having a experience, just come over and visit. And I've had UFO experiences all my life. I'm assuming that they're true because no one's ever told me that they're not.
That's true.
So yeah. It's like anything else. You can only believe what you know. And,
right.
With all the people that I've interviewed and talked to, we do have a UFO support group that runs, and people come in and tell us their story, and nobody picks on them because of what they've seen or what they heard or what they feel. Makes it kind of interesting to know that there are things in the world that are different than what we expect, and people have experiences that they can't tell anybody else because they're afraid. It's an
unusual thing.
Yes, and it's a tough thing to live with because sometimes you are looked at as being different, and sometimes your family doesn't agree, sometimes your boss doesn't agree. So a lot of times all these experiences are hidden in the shadows, and you don't experience them again because you don't discuss them. But if you have an opportunity to come out and to allow those experiences to come out, it's like if you see a rainbow. You drive along, you see a rainbow. What good is it if you can't share it?
Yeah, that's true.
You can tell someone, I saw this rainbow, but it's not the same thing as being with you and sharing that energy and making it feel welcome. So it's like on your show you are ribbed with a lot of things, and there's all things that go on, but that's part of life. That's what goes on.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you can talk about some of your UFO experiences that you've had, maybe localized to the area. You've seen UFOs in Pine Bush?
Yes, I've seen UFOs in Pine Bush. There was a couple places where things used to happen all the time, but now they built houses there, so it's not the same. But if you're on Route 52 and there's a bowling alley in Pine Bush, there was a lot of sightings behind the bowling alley.
Really?
At one time,
the aliens wanted to go bowling?
Actually, there was an old meatpacking plant it's been out of business for years and years, but they would actually go and land behind there for some reason.
Oh.
And there was an apple orchard, and people would see lights coming up out of the ground and things going into the ground. So we don't know if they could just pass through the earth. What are they doing in Pine Bush? Why pick the bowling alley? Why pick that area? It's because of the energy, the things that go on.
Okay.
And, it's like walking in this building. It's different because you have so much electronic equipment in here. If you're electronically sensitive, you can feel all this stuff, and sometimes it'll make you nervous. It makes your skin itch, makes your skin crawl. And as anybody who has been claimed to have been abducted or been taken, their perception of the universe changes. Their perception of themselves change. They become more psychically aware. They become more health conscious. They become more earth conscious because they know this is our planet, and right now we're on this big ship going somewhere, but we don't know where it's going, and we need to take care of it. And right now that we're not taking care of it. So a lot of the abductees have talked about recycling, reusing atomic energy,
right.
Water, health foods, all of the things that are now becoming more
commonplace.
Yeah, more commonplace. They were told years and years ago. And one of the things that I have a friend who's vegetarian, and one of her, she calls vegetarian is she won't eat anything that has a mother. So that's a real strict.
That is very strict, yeah.
And where she got that term from, she was very young. Where did she get that information on how to do that and why to do that? So there's a lot of things that we get through inspiration, through intuitiveness,
right?
And who gives it to us? Is there an alien walking by that we can't see, another dimension, another time, and they come to visit you and they say, don't do this, don't do that, do this. We look at the movies. Where did people get their ideas for the movies? Star Trek, Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxy, and everything that we see on it. It's like the NCIS show. They have all this fancy equipment that we don't know if they have, where they get it from. Where did the first transistor come from? When I was young, we had no transistors, we had tubes. And then we went tubes, and suddenly we had a Roswell incident, and now we have transistors, we have aluminum foil, we have Teflon, we have all of these things that, did somebody just pull it out of the air? It's like the new computers that are coming out. They're very, very advanced. Where is the inspiration for this coming from? Where do you get inspired for the stories that you write, the stories that you carry around, the things that what if, where does that come from?
It's all aliens.
Yeah. Well, to us it's aliens because it's out there. It's in the universe. So aliens could be green, they could be black, they could be red, they could be anything. We don't know. And if you meet an alien, how do you know? How do you recognize an alien?
Don't know. I've never met one. As far as I know.
Yes.
As far as I know.
If you walk in the mall, you may be passing aliens, you could see them. How do you know? It's their energy, so you need to learn how to read people's energy. And as let's say if you're in advertising or whatever, you start to read what your people know, and so that you change and you modify what you do in order to fit in, or in order to sell, or in order to survive. And so you're changing, you're a constant change. So it's, sometimes people notice it if they don't see you for a while, that you sound different, you think different. Where does it come from? It's out there.
It's out there.
It's out there.
It's out there.
And the truth will set you free. And trust no one. That's it's fun. It really is. If you don't get paranoid about it, it's like war. War is it's been around forever. It's not going to go away.
Right.
So hopefully, the aliens that we meet are very peaceful. I've met some peaceful ones, and I've met some that are overly aggressive. I would call it overly aggressive. I met some that are very, very smart. Met some that are what we consider not so smart. Depends on where their evolutionary scale is, and just because they are advanced technologically doesn't mean that spiritually that went along. And sometimes we meet some that are very, very spiritually advanced, because that's our next stage. We're going to move into a more spiritual area, and hopefully war will be stopped, and but our body doesn't last forever. That's the thing. So what are we going to do? Do you take care of the thing inside, or is it just patch it up?
A lot of questions to ask. But anyways, the UFO Fair, right, in Pine Bush this weekend?
This weekend on Saturday, they got a parade, they got speakers, they got vendors, you can buy t-shirts, you can probably meet aliens, you can see Darth Vader, you can see the stormtroopers.
Yeah, so even if you don't meet real aliens, you can find people dressed as Darth Vader.
Well, you won't know. They'll be dressed. They'll be green. They'll be red.
They could be real aliens in disguise as aliens.
Right? Or we could have real people or aliens disguised as real people.
Oh,
you don't know. Yes. That's it.
So much stuff. Thanks so much, Dr. Bill.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.